morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is over there. This reflects image, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to do a baby manipulation. Very, very easy, just to change the background in the baby picture. So, if you're interested in getting the full pack of the baby files, it's available for sale. So, here's the full file 100 baby overlay. So, I'll be giving you the one I use for this tutorial free of charge for you guys to make use of. But if you're interested in getting the full packs available for sale, you can actually get them there. So if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So the first thing we need to do is to remove this background first from the picture. So for we to do that, as you all know, I don't love working on my background layer. So I'll duplicate the background layer by clicking on Ctrl J. So we are working on our layer 1 right now. So I will go to my quick selection tool now. I'll click on it. Then I'll click on select subject and let the AI make the selection for me. So I'll just click on my select subject. I'll wait for it to load up and see the selection is going to make for me. So it did 80% of the job for me. All I just have to do is to do a little bit of adjustment right now. So from my quick selection, I'll switch to my polygonal lasso tool. I'll click on it. This time around, I'm using subtraction because I want to subtract from the selection. So I'm going to click around the baby. The place I see is not perfectly cropped out. So I'll make the selection back myself so that it's going to be 100% solid. So I'll click on it. I'll make the adjustment myself. You can see right now. So I'm making the adjustment myself. I'm subtracting from the selection. You can see. You can see right now. Let me zoom in to see what I'm doing very well. So let's say we're done with the selection right now. So the next thing I just have to do is to click on our marks. It's best for you to use marks while you're doing background manipulation instead of deleting the background. So the marks will give you some advanced option to remove some other backgrounds that you can't remove right now, especially when it comes to the air and maybe some flying fabrics or so. You can actually work with that later on. So now let me add to the air selection because I'm going to be removing the whitish look on the air some other way. So I'll put this one on addition right now. So I'll add to the air selection. I want to remove the air some other way. So I will just have to click on my marks over here right now. So you won't know the effect because our layer below is still turned on. So I'll just click on it so that to turn it off. Next thing I'll do right now is to double click on my marks. I'll wait for it to load. I'll pick the second brush I have over here, then I'll zoom in. So I'll reduce the size of the brush, then I'll scroll over the area I want to remove, which is here. You can see right now. It will only remove the whitish look. It will leave our hair strands for us perfectly without touching it. As you can see right now. It did 80% of the job for us. As you can see. Remove all the whitish look in the hair for us and make the hair look really nice, as if the picture actually did not have a background. So once we're done with this stage, you have to click on our OK and it will take us back to Photoshop. So the next step for we to do is to remove some of the additional whitish look we are yet to remove or we missed out. So for we to do that, you have to click on our image instead of the marks this time around. Click on our image, then we'll go to our layer, then we'll go down. Here is our meeting over here. Once we click the meeting, it's going to bring up all the selection over here. Then we have to click on our color decontaminate. So I prefer using 92 as my color decontaminate. Then I'll click on my OK button. So I'll wait for it to load. You might actually not see the difference here right now because we don't have a background anymore. But if you're using probably a brown background or other color and you want to change to that color, you will know the work of that right now. So we're done with that. The next thing we just have to do is to bring in the overlay we'll be making use of right now. So let's go to our file manager and pick the overlay that will be best for this particular picture. So there are tons of overlay here. Let me see the one I can make use of. So you can decide to use any one you want as long as you have the full pack. Okay, let me go for this one. Let me just drag it into my Photoshop. Let me drag it in. So this is the one we'll be making use of right now. So I'll just go to the picture I just cropped out right now. I will drag it to the new document I just cropped on right now, as you can see. Then I'll Ctrl T to transform. I want to reduce the size so that it's going to fit in here perfectly. Once I'm done, I'll just click on my OK. As you can see, we are still having issue with the strand of hair over here. So it's not that perfectly cropped out. So let's double click on our marks again to adjust that. So let me go over here again and remove just that. So I'll click on my OK right now. So we have placed in our image right now. So the next thing we need to do is to add a little bit of shadow to make it more realistic. So for us to add our shadow has to be below our baby and above our background. So it has to be between the two. So for us to create a new layer between the two, you just have to click here on our background layer. Then we'll create an empty new layer at the middle. So we'll make sure our brush color is on black. We pick our brush opacity. Let's use 15% as our opacity. 15%. Then we'll scroll over the area there's likely to be shadow. So this area here. So let's add some shadows here. Let's add some shadows here, even to the air. So let's add some shadows here, just to make it a little bit more realistic enough. So let's keep adding our shadows. Let's add some shadows here. So it's looking perfectly alright. So let's turn off our before and after of our shadow. Before and after. Looking all that nice. So now let's create a shadow above the baby also, and let's see what you can achieve with that. So create an empty new layer again. Drag it up. So let me paint the hair a little bit of black, as you can see. So let's paint the hair a little bit of black. Then let's add a little bit of black to the cloth also around the cloth, and let's see what you can achieve with that. As you can see right now, it's perfectly alright. So let's just reduce the opacity a little bit. Click on my OK. So the last and final step, just for you to add a little bit of color grading. So let's actually use the look for that. We just go to our curve, our adjustment layer over here. Click on our color lookup. Then look for a lot that will actually blend in perfectly alright. So let me check this. It looks so nice. Let's check it. Let's look for anyone. This one too looks okay. So I just have to reduce the opacity for it a little bit. Then actually increase the brightness of the baby. So I will just go to my pick tool, click on the baby layer, click on Ctrl M, and I'll drag it up. Click on my OK. So we actually done a simple background manipulation for a baby picture. There are tons of backgrounds for you to use here. There are many backgrounds. So the one I just used right now, I'm dropping it for you guys and two others for free. If you're interested in getting the full pack, it's quite available for you guys to make use of them. And for those who want to get the file, there will be a special video on how to use the rest of the background. This is just a first step for doing a manipulation. There are other steps, especially if you are using a picture like this. So you don't have to totally remove the backdrop. You have to blend in this background with the background you are going to bring in for the picture, just as I did in the previous picture. So that's all for today's tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. See you guys on my next